can do better. I know I can have better. I know I can do better. I will always choose me over you. I refuse to let you treat me any kind of way. How you gon' rip my heart apart and ask me to stay? I know I can do better. I know I can have better. I know I can do better. I will always choose me over you. I don't really care how many times you apologize. It could never make up for all the tears that I cried. I know I can do better. I know I can have better. I know I can do better. I will always choose me over you. You gon' regret the days that you abused my love. You gon' regret the days that you ripped my heart apart. You gon' regret the days that you abused my love. You gon' regret the days that you ripped my heart apart. I can do better, better than you. I can have better, better than you, boy. I will always choose me over you, over you.
What's going on, everybody? Y'all already know what it is. It's the Proof in the Pudding podcast show. And I go by the name of Sion 919. And I'm excited about today's show because we got a very talented, beautiful lady on the building. She's a singer, songwriter. She goes by the name of MiMi Cotton. Definitely doing big things. She got a project out right now. I'm definitely excited to hear the backstory behind that. So without any further ado, y'all, let's welcome her to the stage. MiMi Cotton, how you feeling today?
Hey, I'm feeling great. Thanks for having me.
Yo, definitely an honor to have you up here. You're doing big things. So we just seen the single out right now, I Choose Me. What was that like creating that song and what inspired the record?
Ooh. Okay, so what inspired me was the fact that I was tired
Right.
of choosing everybody over myself. I just got tired and I decided to choose me.
Right.
That song right there was self-inspired.
Right.
All I can say is that choosing me was the best thing I ever did, and I just want to inspire other people to do the same. It's very necessary.
And it's definitely a very, very powerful record right there. Definitely empowerment right there, not only for you, but for others, because a lot of times it's like we always put everybody else before ourselves and we wind up coming last. So it's like I'm learning now, even with mental health and stuff like that, it's okay to put ourselves first. It's okay to choose us over other people right there. So that's definitely a real record right there that a lot of people can relate to, because a lot of times we're trying to show love, we're trying to be the friend for everybody else, but sometimes we put ourselves on the back burner. So you had the idea, like, I want to make a record about this, and you empowered yourself. So you made the decision. What was the process like? Like, how did you come up with the beat and the production and stuff like that for the song?
Most times when I'm feeling a certain way,
I just like listen to instrumentals.
Right.
That instrumental actually came from YouTube.
Wow.
So I was going through a lot at the moment and I just wanted to just let it out.
Right.
That's when like I said, I was strolling through those YouTube beats and that's the one that hit my heart. And I was like, yeah, this is the one right here. And the song just came. Like it was like natural because it was how I was feeling inside.
Right. And
Yeah.
that's definitely real. When we use our life experiences and we put it in music, it's always natural and always comes out authentic. And people can spot that. People can relate to that because, like, you're not the only one going through it. I'm pretty sure some listeners have been in a place where it's like, yo, you know what? They had that moment of clarity. Like, yo, you know what? It's not about everybody else. It's all right to be selfish right now. It's about me. I need help. I need some time, me time. I need to celebrate me more. And there's nothing wrong with that. And the song is definitely powerful. The visual and all that came together. So what was it like shooting the video? Because that was your first video, correct?
Oh my goodness. Yes. First of all, shout out to Visual Plug,
Salute.
V Plug. She shot my video. So it was a wonderful experience working with her. I guess maybe because she's really down to earth and I'm a woman, she's a woman. It's always easier to work with women.
Right.
Um, so the experience was, I don't know, it felt like whatever I had left inside of me that needed to be released, I released it in that video. Like everything that I needed to just stop feeling, I stopped feeling it after that.
Wow.
And especially when I saw the video, I was just like, okay. I was very proud of myself.
And that's it.
Um, yeah, it just felt like I released some stuff, like the old me, like I was reborn or something. What is it called? It's called
Rebirth.
rebirth. Yeah, I had one of those kind of moments. It was like I leveled up.
Right.
Like I took the trash out.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Yeah, like
There's
I
nothing
took
wrong
the
with that.
trash.
There's nothing wrong with that. You got your peoples in the comments. Can you see the comments?
I
Your, pe-
can't. Let me
your
see.
people showing you love. Hold on. I'm going to put them on the screen. He was talking when they was going. So we got Alana DeVille. Salute the slugging.
Hey, Alana.
All right. Then we got Beastly Music Group.
Hey, sister. Yeah.
So they're definitely holding you down. You got your peoples in here.
Hey,
Definitely.
Pete.
And again, she said she had to choose her too. Same thing. So a lot of people can definitely relate to that record right there. It's like that's very powerful. And again, salute to the visual plugs. So who came up with the treatment?
Woo. Oh my goodness. So most of it was, on me,
Right.
but my manager was there. V Plug, she was there, and they added their little stuff. And before you know it, we just had a dope video. But most of it was me.
Okay.
But like I said, as a team, we worked together, and it came together great. I'm happy with it.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's definitely a powerful record. Very, very powerful on visuals as well. Because like I said, a lot of people can relate to it. So seeing yourself back, right? It started with an idea. You had a moment of clarity where it's like, you know what? Enough is enough. I choose me. You create the
Period.
song, you come up with the song. So you record the song, then you do the video. What was it like seeing it go from a thought to manifesting it? Now you got the actual video and you're watching yourself on TV. How did that feel?
Woo. I want to be a little goofy. I want to say something real goofy right now.
I mean, you get, yo, there's no right or wrong. You get, yo, be yourself. Be yourself for real.
I feel like I ain't gonna even play like that. Nah, let me stop. I was gonna be like, it's free. No, I'm just playing. But nah, it was like freedom.
Right.
It was like I just freed myself. Like looking at it's like I always wanted to do this. It
Right.
clarified my vision as a little girl.
Right.
It was like those visions came to life. And it was a wonderful feeling. I'm like, girl, you can really see yourself now because I was never really able to see myself because I am me, of course,
Right.
you know, but spiritually free anyway, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and that's real right there. You just said a powerful thing right there. Sometimes it's like we're bound to other people's opinions. We got to worry about what people going to think. You got people in your ear. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. There's nothing more empowering than following your heart, following your dreams. And you did that. And it's like, yo, the song, when you hear it, it's not like you just singing a song. It's like you can feel the words because it actually was real to you. It's like, yo, it's like you pouring out your heart. Like, yo, it's kind of like somebody being locked up for years. Now it's like, oh, all of a sudden the
I
decision was overturned and now you're free. And it's like, yo, even that Meek Mill meme when he's running out the building, people might be clowning, but it's like he was excited. Like, yo, I'm up out of this place. So it's almost like the same thing with you saying, yo, I'm releasing myself. Not only am I releasing myself, I'm giving birth to the artist.
You get it. You get me. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's
Because
dope right there.
it's layers. You gotta it's layers that gotta come up off of you.
Right.
I'm telling you. Like, and it's levels to this. It really is.
Wow.
I'm learning it now. And I got so far to go, but I love where it's going. I love where it's going.
And that's the thing right there. You definitely got the right people around you. You're definitely doing it. You took the first step. The first step is doing it. You put it out there. The video is dope. I know the first time I seen it, I said, yo, this is powerful. Even with the visual, the way you wrote the story and you tell the story, and then with the words, how it connects, it's almost like a dramatic piece because it's like you get caught up in and you start thinking about certain situations. It might have been a family member. It might have been a relationship that somebody was in. Whereas like you can see people's lives in that. Whereas like they might have been bound or they couldn't be as free as they wanted to be, or somebody's controlling them, or they got to worry about what this person's going to think, or I got to walk this walk. If I don't walk this way, and we all go through that. So it's like, yo, to walk in your freedom, I salute you on that. And that's a beautiful thing, but it didn't happen overnight. It took you a long time to get here. So let's take it back to the early days, right? Because you said you used to have visions, you used to see yourself, right? So for the people watching, for the people that's watching and the people that may not be familiar, let's bring them into your world right quick. So like around what age did you realize, yo, that you were a singer and that you love music?
Ooh. Well, first of all, my grandmother used to play music and she'd be around the house bopping and drinking her stag and stuff like that. But that's when I found out I loved music. Right. But I decided to test my little voice out. So I used to take the brush and I used to take the brush and use it as a mic in the mirror in the bathroom. I mean, I used to hold the bathroom up and sing. Yeah. So I often did that. And while I was doing it, I had visions that I was going to be a famous singer, that I was on stage singing. Right. I mean, in my own little world. Right. I guess maybe it was an imagination when I was a kid, but it makes so much sense now because it's happening.
Right. So. And that's the thing. That's the thing right there. Wait, hold on. Now she was drinking the stag too, though.
Oh yeah, Granny, yeah, and bopping.
So that's a beautiful thing. So let me break it down, right? Let me understand. So you're 9 years old, right? You're in the bathroom, holding up the bathroom. You having your concerts, right? One thing that they say about children, right? They're honest. They have imagination. They see no limits. It's like if you have, you may be a parent or not. I know I'm a parent. It's like I can tell my kids, yo, don't do that. You're gonna hurt yourself. In their mind, it's like they're not thinking about the dangers. They're not thinking about no limits. As we get older, we begin to put all these hangups on ourselves. We not just our mind. What somebody said. They said you can't do this. Yo, you too old to be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that. And we get all this baggage, right? And it's like we get so far from where we used to be. It was like that imagination, that fearlessness. Like even the Bible says to be as a child, because they don't have all these limits that life puts on us. So let me ask you, all right? Now the video is done, right? And you
Mm-hmm.
looking back to the 9-year-old you having those concerts, having like, yo, I'm you speaking it, you were manifesting it then. It took you to now to get there, right? And even in that, you saying I had to get free. So it's some things that tried to block you, with some things that tried to hold you down, with some things that tried to change you from that 9-year-old girl, So in
Yeah.
that bathroom, right? That was your sanctuary. You had all the confidence, you had all the vision, right? That was
Mm-hmm.
probably one of the happiest times of your life.
I'm still like taking it in.
Right.
Yeah, very happy moment for me.
Wow.
Definitely went through a lot to get where I am today.
Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was a shy kid, teenager,
Right.
and adult. So I broke up out of that as well, and it was because I cared too much of what people thought of me.
Right.
So not no more.
Right.
I mean, I'm still working on myself. I ain't gonna act like I got it all together, but
Right.
the layers are falling off. It's
Yeah.
layers.
And that's the
Yeah.
thing right there. And it's like, yo, because years has passed, right? So let's talk about it, right? You're singing in the bathroom. You're excited. I'm gonna be a singer. How did your family respond when they found out you could sing?
Now my granny, she was always like my number one like cheerleader. She was
Right.
just always like, "You can do it, go Mika." Oh, I just said go Mika.
You can't.
But
You
anyway,
can't. They
my
didn't hear you.
government,
They didn't hear you.
for the
They
people
didn't
who
hear
went to school.
you.
But I ain't gonna bring up no certain people, but I was told that it's a lot of people that can sing better than me, and that I should just focus on school.
Wow.
A lot of people tried to stop me, but I
Right.
didn't listen because I tried to leave music alone, but
Right.
music would leave me alone
Wow. And that's the thing.
because I really feel like I know that I'm supposed to be doing it. It's a
Right.
part of my purpose. Um, I really feel like I'm supposed to take everything that I've been through and put it in my music to help other people.
Right.
People they don't really listen when you talk, but they'll listen when you sing.
That's a fact. That's definitely a fact right there. And using
Yeah,
those experiences. God.
yeah. And being little, you probably couldn't talk too much. You get popped in the mouth if you said too much. So I couldn't talk too much when I was a kid. Now, shoot,
Wow. You
like
found
I
your
said,
voice.
I'm my music.
Right.
Everybody has a voice,
Right.
uh, freedom to speak, but not being heard as a child really made me want to sing for real, let people hear,
Wow.
put a
And that's
message in there.
And that's the thing. A lot of, like you said, a powerful thing. A lot of times, as kids, the parent is like, "Yo, you don't talk back to me. You don't think I tell you what to think," and they put that already in you. So now you second guessing yourself. And I'm not talking about you in general, just kids as a whole. A lot of times we don't have a voice. Some act out. Some wind up, being rebellious. Some find because it's like they're trying to deal with this thing. It's like, okay, something's going on. I'm trying to express it, but it's
Mhm.
like I can't. I don't have an avenue. I don't have a platform to say this is how I'm feeling. And sometimes even when we feel in a way, whether you wronged me, it's very hard to tell a parent you was wrong. Because even if they were wrong, 9 times out of 10, if they're a black family, you don't tell me, I tell you that. So it's like, we grow up into that, but it's like, we learn to deal with traumas and we suppress these feelings. It's like we bottle them up, and it's like we never have a chance to deal with it. We never be able to get past it because it's always there. It's like we just push it down, push it down, push it down. Now we go to the next year. Now we go to the next grade, pushing down, pushing down, pushing down. So by the time we're adults, it's like we got so much stuff bottled up in us. We become so
Yeah.
far from the person we was. And it's like a lot of people still to this day don't have a voice. That's why self-love is so important. That's why confidence is so important, because a lot of times people, they suffer in silence. It's like,
Yeah.
they had the biggest smile. They the one encouraging everybody else. But
Yeah.
inside they're hurting. Inside they're crying. Inside they want to be loved. Inside they feel worthless because
You
they
said
don't show it, because their whole lives they had to suppress. They had to keep moving. You have to be strong. You have to keep going. Stop throwing the pity party. In the Black
mm,
community, we have to learn it's okay to voice, yo, that bothered me. It's okay to say, you know what, I've been through some things. It didn't stop me, made me
right.
stronger, but I went through
Yep.
some things. And it's like, even in sometimes in, church settings and stuff like that, it's like a lot of times people disconnect because it's like everybody in there has this image like, I don't struggle. I don't deal with things. My life is so perfect. So if you're new to the faith and you coming into church and stuff like that, you begin to think something's wrong with me. Why am I struggling? Nobody else is struggling. Everybody else is doing right. Nobody else makes a mistake. When it's like it's just a facade, then eventually you realize like, oh, they were suppressing, or they were putting this facade on because they didn't want people to know their pain. They didn't want people to know their insecurities. They didn't want people to know I wasn't always together. But for the
Yep.
next generation, we have to be honest. And it's like, even over the years of me growing up, it's like a lot of times parents, they corrected it later, but it's normally the grandkids. It's not the parent to the child, it's like to their children. Now you see that, yo, well, you never laughed. We never played. You used to tell me I was stupid. You wouldn't let me talk. But now the grandkid, you're empowering. You're encouraging them. But it's growth. And as Black people, we have to learn as parents. I'm a parent as well, so even with my kids, to say, you know what, I didn't always make every decision right. I may have done some things that may have scarred you. I may have done some things that damaged you. Forgive me, because I didn't have a manual. I was learning as I'm going. But when it's left unsaid, we suppress, and it just goes on like nothing happened. And it's like, a lot of times in the Black families, it's like, if you want something to eat, and of course you want to eat. That's in a relationship, whether your family or whatever. Like, you want something, of course I'm gonna eat. And that's kind of like the peace breakers. Like, so now y'all eat and everything is forgotten now, but the pain is still there. So when you say, yo, I found my voice and I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless, that's a very powerful thing, because there's millions of people out here that don't have that voice. So it's definitely awesome that you're using your talent and your music to bring a voice to those people. So let's talk about it. It wasn't just a song. The song wound up becoming a project. I Choose Me. So let's talk about the project.
Okay. I Choose Me is also a mixtape.
Right.
Um, and it's out there. You can go on mymixtape.com. You can go on spinrilla.com and download it, listen to it or whatever. Comment,
Right.
like, share. um, so I do talk about a lot of bad relationships that I went through, and I also talk about a lot of love situations. Uh, but it's called I Choose Me
Right.
because, yeah,
Right. And
that
there's
is
nothing
my
wrong with that.
number one thing. That it was only right that that was the single, right?
Right.
It was only right that was the main focus. Yeah, because at that point I did choose me. I decided that I don't care what y'all think. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not letting anybody get in my way. I'm about to do this music thing. Uh, a lot of people, I lost a lot of fake friends, fake family members, fake associates. I can name it all. I didn't care
Right.
because they was in my way. Sometimes you just gotta choose. No, not sometimes. All the time. All times you should choose you. And I'm still learning as I go on. But it was the best thing I ever did. Uh, I'm just grateful for my team, Beastly Music Group, my sister Alana DeVille,
Yeah, salute the
because
slugging.
uh, because I did not quit. I kept going on social media, and she ran into me. Well, we ran into each other on Facebook, and then we got to rapping,
Right.
and it went from there. She led me to a door, and it was the best thing that happened to me. So
Yeah.
I'm forever grateful for my team.
Yeah. Definitely.
Forever grateful for Miss Alana DeVille, Miss Slugging,
Yeah. And
Miss
that's
Benjamin.
yeah. Salute to the team, right? One thing I have to say about Alana, yeah, and that's we talking about it, so it's only right. And I'm not the
Right.
type of person that's gonna talk about anybody behind their back, right? I don't talk bad behind people anyway. But it's real. What I'm about to say is real. She's watching. So salute to Alana DeVille. One thing I can say about her, she's about empowering other women. And I
I
talked to her
love.
about that on the show. It's like, she's definitely represents confidence. She's all about sisterhood. She's all about lifting other women up. And you don't find people like that. So salute to Alana DeVille. Definitely good people right there. Definitely good people. So just ties into what you were saying. Like she led
Thank
you
you,
to a
Boo.
door.
Yeah,
Salute to her.
she led me. She led me there, and I knocked the door down.
Wow.
I knocked the door down because I was ready. I had been ready.
Right.
I just needed the opportunity, you know.
Right.
And I want to say she believed in me first,
Wow.
out of all the people that could have believed in me, because she
Right.
saw something in me that made her wanna, like, hey, you know. So I'm with BMG now.
Yeah. And that's the thing
I
right
love
there.
it.
Yeah. So now it's on. So now you say, okay, boom, the single out first. So did the single come out then the project, or did you do it all at the same time?
Everything dropped on my birthday, which is Juneteenth,
Okay. Juneteenth?
which
You bet.
makes all
You
the
better
sense
stop
in the
this now.
world because I'm like,
Wait a minute.
it just gives me chills. I'm like, I don't like know what God be up to, but He knew what He was doing.
Wait a minute. Now, you ain't
It's
gonna
the
do it like
reason why I was born on June 19th.
that. Right.
I ain't gonna talk too much about it, but it
Right.
just feels good to be.
We're gonna talk about it. We're definitely gonna talk about it. Because you tried to slide that by. Right. You tried to slide that by me and said I was
Yeah,
born on Juneteenth. I choose
it's
me, right?
powerful. Yeah, it's
Um,
it's
yeah,
it's spiritual. It's amazing.
yeah. I'm gonna have you break it down. I just want to put my little spin on it real quick. I just want to set the
Okay.
picture. I'm gonna have
Okay.
you. I'm gonna see what you think. Right. Born on
Okay.
Juneteenth, powerful day, freedom. We're talking about choosing me. For years, I let everybody else go first. I got to a point
Yeah.
in my life. It's like, you know what? Enough is enough. I choose me. You
Period.
use your voice, your freedom. It ties back from 9 to now. You was free then. Somehow along the way, somebody tried to put you in the box.
Mm,
Willingly or unwillingly, you were in the box. I want
yeah.
out. Give us free. I'm not trying to be funny. Give me my freedom. You wasn't happy.
Period.
You
No.
go through what you went through. You get the epiphany. This is it.
Yeah.
You break out with your voice. Go back to your gift. You get empowered.
Yeah.
Not only am I going to do it for me, I'm going to do it for other people.
Yes.
I
Yes.
choose me. So it's a movement.
It's a movement.
Wow. Do you know how many people are bound to other people that don't have the confidence to choose themselves, that are slaves in their minds, slaves to the
Mm,
prison, slaves to
mm.
social media, slaves to stereotypes, slaves to all types of things. And then here comes MiMi to empower and free the people. Yo, you better give God the glory. I ain't even gonna sit here and preach your sermon. You supposed to be the one saying this. What? Come
I'm
on.
still trying to take it all in. It's like It's so beautiful.
God makes
All
no
I
mistakes.
you gotta be able to let them use you.
Right.
You can. I just refuse to block that. So use me, Lord. Whatever you want to do.
However you gotta do
So
it. However you
I
gotta
want to
do it.
believe that I had a few lives before this, and I believe that this will be my last time coming back.
Wow. It's done
I'm
this
gonna
time.
reach. I'm gonna reach my highest. I ain't gonna even go there. You know what? I'm gonna start doing all this talking, and I'm just gonna put it all
No.
in my music.
No. That's the thing right there. The music gonna speak for itself. You have a
Yeah.
purpose. It's powerful. Don't ever
Yes.
sleep on that. Don't ever sleep on your voice. Don't ever sleep, not just with the music. When I say your voice, your story. It's what I've been through.
My st-
Don't ever sleep on that because you never know. It might be a million people that's sitting there that need your voice. They need to hear somebody say, yo, you know what? It's okay. You're not alone. I went through that. But you know what? I made it. They may be
Yes.
sitting at the end of their rope. It might be a woman right there, like, yo, you know what? I'm sick of it. If he come in here talking that again, I'm gonna bust him in the head tonight. She may need to choose her.
Remember this, just wait till he go to sleep and pack up and leave.
Pack
Take
your
the
stuff.
kids and
Like a thief in the night. He
don't
wake up.
even think he ain't worth it. He ain't worth it. Why, Blue?
Just walk, play it, play it smart, right? That's definitely you got to go, get out of there, but do it the right way. Do it the right way. That's real right there. So it's like, yo,
Yeah.
you gotta definitely demographic for that because like a lot of women, they go through a lot of traumas. They go through a lot of things, whether it's in a love relationship, whether it's family. Abuse can come from any different way. It can come from yourself. You could be a self sabotager. You could be like,
Oh,
I'm afraid of success. For a long
yeah.
time, I was a self sabotager. It's like, yo, it
That
looks
was
too good to be true. What if it works? I would start looking for problems. I would start poking holes in the boat, and now the boat started sinking. And now I'm looking at it was everybody else, but it was me the whole time because I was afraid to succeed.
yeah.
What
You
happens
gotta
if I do make it?
stop playing victim because you're powerful. You have more control over your
Right,
life than you think you do.
right.
Stop pointing the finger. People only do what you allow them.
That's a fact.
Put an end to all of it. You can't change them, but you can change who you deal with.
Wow. And that's the thing right there. You can change who you deal with. So let's talk about it. Yo, how many songs on the project?
So, including the intro that the DJ put on there. Shout out to DJ Gates for hosting my mixtape.
Salute DJ
Um,
Gate.
yeah. So full songs in total, there's a total of nine.
9 altogether.
Nine. Mhm.
Oh, see, now you're
But with
playing
the
with me.
intro, it makes 10. So,
Right. So now you're playing with me now. And the reason I say that, right? The reason I say you're playing with me now, because you was 9 years old when you started singing.
oh, my nails. Y'all ain't see that.
Wow. You was 9 years
But
old
yeah,
when the vision
I
first
was
came
nine.
to you.
You just hit that right on the nose. I didn't pay attention to that. You are absolutely correct.
So you bring it back
Okay.
full circle.
Whew. I'm gonna have to get deep. I see. I'm gonna have to open up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what we want. We don't do no shallow kiddie pools over here. We like the deep end. We like to
Okay.
jump in the deep. We want to jump in the
Okay.
deep. So let's talk about what was your mindset creating this project.
That is gonna get done, and I'm not letting nothing stop me this time.
Right.
Everything in my way getting knocked over.
Wow.
That was my mind frame because I got tired of being a victim and blaming everybody else.
Right.
So I just decided that it was gonna get done. Okay. I had a wonderful opportunity to do what I look like. You know, if I don't do it, it might take me another 2 decades, another 20 years
Right.
before, and then I'll be old as dirt by then.
Wow.
But you ain't never too old to do nothing that you love to do. But it was just time for Mimi Cotton to go on and pop on out.
Yeah. And you
And I'm
definitely did
glad
that.
I did it. And
Definitely.
so you asked me what was it like?
Right. What was that process like going in there? Because you're getting your power back and you releasing some stuff. So,
Every time I went to the studio, I felt lighter.
wow,
Let's just say that.
wow, and that's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing. And then you got your team. They put in the track list in the They got the track list up in here in the comments, so we're gonna run them down. Number one was the intro, right?
Mhm.
Two was Love Connection. All right, let's talk about Love Connection right quick. Like, what inspired that record, and what was the process of coming up with that?
Whew, basically it was me explaining. First of all, I'm a love bug. I'm just gonna put that out there. I love love, and no matter how many times my heart been broke or anything like that, or all the things that I went through, I still believe in love.
Right,
And so that song was kind of cool, little fun little song, kind of express that. But it basically was saying that um
it's all good.
it was like, can you match my energy? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like, you know how you when you first meet somebody and you feel those butterflies and things,
right,
and you want to know if it's like a real love connection. So basically, I was just explaining that I was acting like we had already went there
right.
in a song, and I was just explaining that, I could be cold, you know. Hold on.
I could be cold. I
I'm
could be hot.
looking. Whew,
Mm, 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 mm.
I could be cold like ice or sweet like candy.
Wow,
It all depends on how you try to treat me.
wow.
My
So you
love
match
is
the
deeper than
energies.
the ocean and higher than the sky. What you want? Because, baby, I got it.
All right.
What you need?
You
Because,
better talk
baby, I
that
got it.
talk. You better
I got
talk that
everything a
talk.
man needs. If, I got everything a man needs. So, no, I'm not the problem.
Right,
So,
right.
is this a love connection or not?
Yeah.
If not, you just going to you're going to, like, okay, so I'm a Gemini. So, it all depends on how a person treats me. You're going to get that cold side or that sweet side.
Yeah. And that's a real thing
And
right there.
before it gets too cold, I'm gonna leave it alone because a lot of stuff don't even be worth it.
It ain't
But
worth.
that feeling that you have in the beginning, that feeling like you got like a little love connection going on. So that's what that song was pretty much about.
Yeah. And
You
that's
know,
that's that's dope. And that's a
be
tone
thinking we
setter
be
right
in
there.
love, and we be thinking we be in love and stuff. Then people mask fall off. They show you who they really are. So
Right. And that's the thing right there. And a lot of people definitely can connect with that right there because that's a real topic right there. Yo, it's like
yeah.
even down to when I'm listening to what you're saying, I'm hearing I'm looking for real love. I want a real connection. I don't want this soap opera. I don't want this social media stuff that's going on right now. So when we talk about a love connection, we talking about like that 90s love.
Oh yeah, like that old school love.
Right.
That like whew, like basically the energy needs to keep flowing. Like you're not gonna just take from my cup and not put back in.
Yeah,
It needs
good
to
like
be a
that.
constant rotation. We constantly loving each other because I know how hard I love. So
Right.
I need somebody that's gonna love me just as hard as I love them. Other than that, it ain't no love connection there. Bye.
And
But
that's real.
I don't give up on love. And I'm not, because
Right.
I'm a love bug. I'm supposed to be with a king because I'm a queen. Period.
Right. That's real right
And I'm
there.
still working on myself, but we can work together. Just keep on pouring into me, and I'm gonna keep pouring into you. So that's what that song is pretty much about.
And that's powerful in itself right there. Pouring into one another. You can't pour into nobody if you empty. So it's like, yo, it's gotta be an even exchange. It's gotta be, a lot of times you gotta do this for me. That and it's one sided. That ain't gonna work. I hear you
Right.
talking real. Match my love. You want to go to
That's
the Mars? You want to go to Mars? You want to make it to the finish line? I'm gonna go to the finish line with you. But it's like, yo,
period.
don't start slacking in the third lap.
Oh,
Now we're gonna have a problem. Because if I have to choose, don't make me choose. Because if I have to
okay,
choose, I'm gonna choose me. And,
preach.
and so I'm feeling it. I like the way it's going. So number 3 now. Obviously, he chose right. Because now I'm yours.
Okay.
Oh my.
So I had to make this song right because it is a lot of single women out here raising their children, and they are keeping those good men in the friend zone, and they keep messing with these no good men. Now that one that you can call and say, babe, BFF, um, Lil Roscoe needs some Pampers, and like I'm $40 short on my electricity bill, or I need some food or whatever, because single mothers struggle. But
Facts.
that one man that you keep passing up might be that man. But so that song is just like, I'm yours. You know what I'm saying? You make sure, because I'm yours, because you make sure my kids happy. When I need you, you're there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just showed me that you're a real man. So whenever you call me, I'm gonna be there because you're always there. A lot of single mothers have those men around. They might not be their so-called type. Yeah, I better stop for somebody to snatch our king up. I better go see what's up. Anytime you can call him and he come through, you better look a little deeper into that. Because they'll be mad if somebody else come and snatch
Right. That's
you. You
real.
constantly looking and you running through. Nah, sis, that's him right there. You better go and get with.
All right.
Go
You
get your
teaching.
man book.
You teaching. You teaching right there. That's real
Everybody,
right there.
he ain't cute. He too this. He too that. He ain't got this. Well, what do you bring to the table?
Oh my
It's
God. We
all
can
about
park the bus right there.
appreciating the ones that don't have to do that. First of all, don't even a lot of the men that help single women, them don't even be their children.
Right.
They're not even obligated. For you and your children to even be on a man's heart is a beautiful thing. He
That's
could
a
be
fact.
doing anything else or anybody else, but you know, he could be just like your no good baby daddy.
Wow.
But
Yeah. You,
it's
you talking
something
real.
about you. It's something about you that he likes so much that you could pick up the phone and call him, but you keep overlooking him. That's crazy. So, well, that song, I'm yours, is basically saying I'm yours because you are all of that, you know, you know, all that a man should be to me. No matter if you're not obligated, you still do those things. I appreciate you. So I'm about to pull up. When you call me, I'm coming through with no draws. I'm coming through. I'm sorry, that's in the song. It's
Nah,
in the song.
we're grown. We're grown here, yo.
Just
It just
listen
caught
to
me
it.
left field. Like, all right, yo, all right. Those the type of texts men like. But yo, you teaching, yo. It's women, pay attention, yo. We like that stuff.
Yeah, hey,
All right. So,
give
all
it up.
right,
Hey, give it to the wrong. Let me be quiet.
all right. So
Y'all better
then,
quit
all
even getting
right,
no dang Happy Meal. Y'all better quit. Anyway,
yo,
but
that's the
yeah,
thing.
man,
Yo, that's what
that
happens
was
next.
that song.
That's what happens.
That one
That's
ain't
it.
for the kids. Mm-mm, that ain't for
Wow,
the kids. So if
that's that
kids
grown
on
and
here
text.
and your parents letting you watch this, I am not responsible because my kids ain't in here,
Nah, they
even
ain't
though
got
they
no
done
business
heard of it.
watching this. Nah, they ain't got no business watching the proof and the pudding. We get too real on here because the proof is in the pudding. So we're seeing the real. We want the real. So yo, that leads up to a thing right there. You say, yo, you keep messing with the wrong one, or they show you the wrong side. Now it takes us to song number 4. You got to go. You got to
Ooh,
go.
Lord.
You was welcome, but you, hey, I ain't even going
You
to
can't
explain. Your
leave.
things outside.
Okay, Tyrone his way. Okay. So this song gotta go. I love, oh my God, this is my song. It's basically about a guy, who just he lost his job on his off day, like the movie Friday
Right.
or whatnot. He just lounging around, watching his woman struggle, constantly eating up all the kids' cereal and playing the game all day with his friends, with his friend Tyrone and Mario. So you gotta go. It's been 6 months I've been holding it down. You ain't even tried to get no job.
Gotta go.
And you think you could just sit up in here, watch me struggle, take care of these kids and these bills by myself and take care of you.
Gotta go.
It's time for you to call your mama. Yeah. Call Tyrone to come and pick you up because you gotta go.
You got to go.
You got to go. You serve no purpose here, sir. You got to go.
Right. And that's the thing with that self-love. That's that self-love
That
because like,
experience. I've been there.
wow,
Not no more.
got to go.
So that song freed me too. Yeah.
Wow.
That's my jam. I'm listening to that. I'm gonna listen to that.
Yeah, that's dope. You got it over there now?
You know what? Can you pull it up? Cause I ain't gonna be able to do it. It's only I do got it. You know what? Y'all just gotta go on my mixtape.com or
Right.
spinrilla.com and just listen to the mixtape.
Okay. Yeah, we
That's
do that.
number 4 on there. Yeah, that's number 4. Gotta go.
Yeah,
And I
that's
know a
number
lot
4.
of women can relate to that. Heck, even men could relate to that. I'm sorry. Don't know man want no lazy woman either. But that's another
Man,
subject. Anyway,
that's
that's
real right
another
there.
subject.
Yeah, that's real. And that leads me to one of my favorite remixes right here. You got one of my favorite remixes coming up. So, what do they remind you of? You remind me of something. Number 5. You remind me.
You remind me of my G.
Oh, and I
Oh my
want to
God.
ride it. I want to
Yeah.
drive. Something like a sound. I don't even know the words. Yo. I'm gonna get banned for even singing this lyrics. Okay, I ain't fooling with y'all out there. Yo, I still listen to my R. Kelly. I ain't studying.
That's the female version. I did that one for the ladies.
It's for the ladies right there. So okay.
And for the fellas. And for the fellas. Because yeah. Shout
So
out to R. Kelly. He
salute
dope.
R. Salute R. Kelly, one of the musical geniuses out there. Definitely dope talent right there. So you put a spin on it. You did it for the ladies, for the men. So okay,
Right.
what was
But
the
they
response to that
deserve
record?
a little something. They deserve a little something.
Little something, something. Yeah. Come on, yo. They
You know,
can't
that
just
little
keep
something,
giving.
something could be that little something, something could be a lot of something, something,
That's,
depending on the man.
that's a fact
But
right
yeah.
there. That's a fact. She ain't talking about just a big piece of chicken, y'all. Tighten up. Yeah, that's dope right there. So yo, you remind me it's number 5. So oh
It's
boy,
all R. Kelly's words.
all R.
I
Kelly's
just
work.
I just like redid it, the female version.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with that. So that leads up to number 6, right? Because a lot of it before the real thing is normally a counterfeit. So we're talking about a real love, but then you got fake love out here. So what inspired that
Mm-hmm.
fake love track?
Oh my goodness. It was a situation that I went through. It was just fake from the beginning to the end. But like once again, that mask keep falling off.
It's gonna fall off.
Always reveal themselves. Um, I pretty much got used by a man, real bad. Like I really liked him. I did a lot of stuff for him. But I think everybody has dealt with that, even me.
Right.
And I got used before too. So everybody, almost everybody could relate to that song.
Right. That's a fact.
It's just, understanding that you deserve better. Like,
Right.
like I could see right through this. Ain't no point in being in denial. Stop being in denial. I don't care if the D good. I don't care. Did I say that? You get I did. I don't care if you know what I'm saying. It don't even matter because
Right. Right.
it's,
Right.
it's some it's some other good stuff out there too that come with a whole lot of other good stuff. You don't have to settle for that.
Right.
Whenever
Accessories
you
and
call
everything.
me, right? Only when it's beneficial for them type of love. But I can't call you when it's for me.
No, we
Uh-uh.
ain't doing that. We ain't gonna do
So
that.
that's what that's. Mm.
No, when that starts happening, you know what we got to do, right?
Choose ourselves.
Choose ourselves. It's number 7. That's completion. The 7 is a powerful number. You playing with
Woo.
me on the low. You're doing some stuff behind the scenes. You playing it. I ain't gonna put you out there. You're doing some stuff on the low with these songs and these numbers and stuff like that. I'm pretty hip to the number game and how things
Very
working. Wow.
But you know what? I just think that's the universe because I didn't get to really choose the way the songs were placed.
Wow.
It's definitely the universe.
So just
Yeah.
okay. So we're gonna leave it like
Very
that. And when he do it, it's done. So it's like we don't even need to critique it. He did it. It's right, and it lines up. It makes sense. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, and forevermore. That's just who he is. He's
peace.
just that good. So that's
He
real.
is.
So now, after you choose yourself, you walk into your queendom, right? You better know who I am.
Mhm.
You better know who I am. Because when you love somebody, they should be the love of your life. They should be that number one. They should be
Yeah.
on a pedestal. Let's talk about pedestal.
Yeah, but that song is about. It should have been about that.
Right.
It really should. Um, that song is about putting the wrong person on a pedestal.
Oh, no, you
Yeah.
didn't. No, you
Mhm.
didn't. And people do that.
Yep.
So let's talk what
Yeah.
inspired it. Like, don't give me all your business. It might have been somebody else. Like, yo, you know what? You think you got a king? That's a joker. I hate to tell you. You think you got a king, but it's a joker. What inspired that
Mhm.
record right there?
What inspired that record was just recognizing that I put, a certain somebody on a pedestal. And I'm like, this song got to be called Pedestal. I came up with the name before I actually wrote this
Oh, wow.
because it was like me just realizing that I was just doing too much for the wrong person.
Right.
It's like I done took you from the coop with the pigeon. You hear me? I done upgraded you, gave you a whole better living. You know what I'm saying? And you just played me.
Wow.
You gotta watch out for them kind of people that just they trying to get somewhere, so they try to use you as like a little step up until they get where they want to get, and then they don't need you no more. So yeah,
All right.
that was another reason why I chose myself. Yeah.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but you're an artist, right? Songwriter. Words have power, right? You just said a specific thing, and I hear it really good. Right? You said they was in a coop, right? With a pigeon.
Mhm.
With a pigeon.
Mhm.
Specifically said they was in a coop with a pigeon. You
Yep.
upgraded
In
it.
the coop with the pigeon.
Right. Okay. All right, we're gonna leave
And
that.
that's
We're
what you
gonna leave
should
that there.
say.
We're gonna leave it right there. He
That's
should
what
have stayed there. He
should have
should have
stayed
stayed
there.
there. He should have left him right
But
there.
yeah, but when you see, don't worry about potential. See, we be tripping off potential.
Right.
Gotta go off actions because people
Gotta go
talk
for
all
action.
kinds of shit.
All right. So
Yeah.
okay. So all right. This is right here. I wanted to throw some spice into this to mix right now. I'm gonna play the troublemaker right now. Because you're a female, right? We got an audience out there, and this is a real thing. So we're talking about potential and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure you've seen the movie Acrimony, right?
Yes,
With the
I
Rodney
did.
Beach. Okay, all right. So she was with the guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was down in the dumps. She held him down. She held him down, ran into his trailer. He did a little wild and out. He wilded out a little bit. She winds up like, yo, enough is enough. That's it.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't all the way what she thought was happening. So it was like, okay, boom. He continues with their plan, right? He continues with the plan. This is what I told you we're doing. She didn't see the vision right then. At one point in time, like, yo, nah, you gotta go. He winds
Mm-hmm.
up fulfilling the dream. Now with somebody else, right?
Right.
She's pissed. I gave you my best years. I sacrificed for you. This, that, and the third. But it's like, yo, when he needed her to believe in him, by then she had already figured out you full of trash. Or she had made up in her mind, like, you know what, you're all games, you're lying, and stuff like that. So as a female, right, looking at that movie, right, we're talking about potential. What's your take on that? Because he did do some foul stuff along the way. But he did stick to their plan, and everything that he was planning for her, he actually wound up doing. But it's like when he came, she was already done. So like, he can't wait.
I want to get a little deeper with that
Let's
movie,
get deeper.
because
Let's get
this is
deeper.
how I look at it. I look at it like this. She was supposed to been gone when they were younger. She stayed too long. Now, he was supposed to be with the other girl. She was supposed to go through all of that. He was supposed to get back with Taraji because she left him when, yeah. See, the other girl was supposed to go through all of that. But no, she wanted to keep on fighting for something. When God is trying to remove something from your life, He is going to allow it to keep hurting you until you have had enough. It's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. And that's what happened with her. She wasn't even, they traded places, her and old girl. He was supposed to get back with her when he got it together. She should have put her foot down. See, that's what it's all about. Letting people know that, look, I choose me. Okay.
And teach people how to treat you.
Exactly.
Boundaries.
And when he would have ended up choosing her later on in life if they both were single or whatnot. But I really feel like she was supposed to be in that other position, but God kept on telling her, leave this man alone. Did she listen? No, she didn't. She lost all that money her mama left her. Did she even finish college? Yeah, I think she did. Yeah, something happened. But that was supposed to be her life. But she traded places because she didn't listen.
Didn't listen. Now you gotta watch somebody else get
Leave
the
him, baby, because listen, she was supposed to leave him right with her. That's how I look at it. Spiritually anyway.
Right. Now you get the
But even in the end, didn't he give her like $10 million?
Oh yeah, he still gave her. He still blessed her. Yeah. He did right. He did the right thing. That's
He
redemption.
did the
Sometimes people turn around. Sometimes people they be on the wrong route. And sometimes they turn around, sometimes. But I agree with you. It's like when you see the warning signs, get out of there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like draw a line. And it's like, yo, if this is serious, something's got to change. Something's got to change. It gets worse. Right. You got to draw a line like, until this happens, we just want nope. And if you're serious, then we'll see. Give it 7 months. Give it a year. Give it 2 years from now. We'll see. Focus on yourself, And then if they're in a relationship in a month, it won't die. If they jump right out of your bed into somebody else's bed, then they were just looking to stay warm. That's all that was. So that's real right there. Okay. So back to the project, right? That was a little side tangent because I do stuff like that. I like to keep it interesting and relate to, this happens every day. There's a lot of people out there that might be watching the show. You need to get out. You like the movie. You're in your sunken space. And every time you get ready to leave, they want to make green tea. It's like I'm stuck for another 6. Get the hell out of there. Men and women, both sides. It's like, you're in your circuit space.
Allow that person to get themselves together. You can't change them. You can change your circumstances. You don't have to put up with anything. You can't change nobody, but you can change how you deal with them. You don't have to hate them, but you
Right.
need to love yourself and say, look, I'm better than that. And I'm still learning. I'm
Right.
still learning. We're all human
No,
and
that's
we
true.
all want more. But can't nobody love you better than you love
Ooh, woo. Late night
yourself.
in the midnight hour. Woo! Ain't nothing like that self-love right there. And it gets
Yeah,
lonely. It gets hard.
it does.
But guess
I
what?
spent a lot of time alone to get to know me. But yeah, that's another subject. I'm sorry. Let me quit
Nah, you
interrupting.
good. You dope. You know, you dope. Yo, I'm enjoying every minute of this right here, yo. I'm definitely enjoying everything about it. Because guess
So
what?
thank
It gets scary. You get
It does.
nervous. But guess what you can't do? You can't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Which
Right.
leads us to number 9.
Okay. Now that song, what you said, I love how you put it. That song is about men. Well, should I say boys? I ain't gonna even go there. Men, because men do it too. Women do it. It's about uh meeting the right woman, but being afraid when she show you she's everything that you're looking for. A lot of men will run. They will make up any excuse to
Oh,
get
baby.
away from her because they are in fear of giving up the streets, giving up the freaks, giving up all of that. You know what I'm saying? They like, man, what if I get rid of all my little womps, my little whoopty whoops, whatever they call them,
Right.
for this girl, and she play me, right?
That's
They
real.
don't wanna, they don't wanna let them ties go. So that song is pretty much about that. Like you don't gotta be afraid of my love, is what it's saying.
Yeah. And I'm
Because a
glad you
lot of
said
guys
that.
are afraid. A lot of men are afraid and they run and they screw everything up.
Right.
It's just the truth.
No, it's fact, vice
So
versa. It's some women that way
yeah,
too.
vice versa.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
true too.
yeah. So
I've done it before.
it's like, you used to being let down, or you used to it's too good to be true. So it's like, sometimes when we don't heal properly, or like we're not all the way healed. What I've learned is like, you know what? If I've been in a relationship for 4 years, let me take me 2 years to myself before I date somebody else. If I was with somebody for 2 years, let me take a year to myself and just focus. And that's been the best thing for me. And the reason I say that is because a lot of times it's like we bring some of this damage because we suppress. So it's like we might have got over this part, but I didn't get rid of these 5 other hangups. So now it might be, she may have stepped out. So now I'm insecure about myself. Now I'm with the
Mm-hmm.
next girl. I'm ready to move on. I'm healed in those areas. But now because I'm doubting me now, I'm looking at her. She probably thinking this. I don't know what's in her head. In my head, because I didn't deal with these other traumas that I got from the past relationship. Now I'm warring in my head. So it's like she's doing something. Yeah, she probably up to something. She's scheming because the last 5 schemed. She's her own individual. So I had to learn, like, yo, when I take a break, when I break up with somebody, I'm out of a relationship. Let me give myself a good 6 months to a year before I even think about dating. Not even in a relationship. I'm talking about before I even start dating. Let me spend some time with me. What did I learn? What mistakes did I make? What things have I seen? What do I like? What don't I like? What turns me on? What turns me off? What am I willing to tolerate? When I start
Mm-hmm.
doing that, it makes it easier to see through the gray. Where it's like,
Yeah,
okay, yeah, we cool and dot, 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 but I don't see a future. I don't see long term because I see
exactly.
warning signs already. So it's like, not that it can't happen, but we got some work to do. But
We got work to.
everybody might not want to do the work. Everybody might not want to put in the work. And that's a powerful thing you said. Being a woman, like, this is what I expect of
Mm-hmm.
my man.
Yeah,
Now, if he's willing to work at it, I can work with you. But if I always been this way, then you have a nice life. I choose me.
period.
Same thing with women. She may come in. I always been this way. Look, I don't do a lot of arguing.
Okay. What
I don't do that arguing. Now you may get 2 or 3 warnings. Now the third time that is like, yo, you know what? I choose me because I mentally It's too much going on. And I'm not saying I don't fight for what I love and stuff like that. People are trying to box me. You said, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, with mentally, you got a lot of stuff going on. You don't have time to be in drama, whether it's the man bringing drama to the woman or negative energy, putting her through abuse, putting her through mental changes. It ain't worth it. And it's vice versa. I'm not about to let a woman take me through a whole bunch of changes. Or like you said, it's like, is it going to work? Is it going to last? Is it going to be, or I'm already looking at her like, yo, it looks like it is, but it's too good to be true. If I already view you that way, I already done lost. I pretty much already gave up. Once I start bringing that doubt in, it's like, yo, it's going to take some counseling. It's going to take some one-on-one time, some conversations for us to get past that. And that's why trust, communication, loyalty, and stuff like that is so big, because it's like, that quick, you can lose that. It may take you 10 years to get that trust back. It's like, you hurt me. You betrayed me. You let me down. I'm not just going, no matter how much you love the person. You know what I mean? Not saying that it's a one and done over, but it's like, if this person say, yeah, you know what, MiMi, I messed up. I want to change. I've been getting some help. I've been getting some counseling. You looking at them like, I hear you. Right. 2 years later, yo, I just finished this class. I worked on that. I did this. I still love you. He ain't dated nobody. 5 years later, and he's saying, yo, MiMi, he texts you every morning. How you doing? You may say, yo, he might. Let me see. Let me do a little research to see if he's who he say he is. Because people can change.
I kind of did that already, and it didn't work.
They didn't really change for it. Wow. So just, if it ain't done, just let it go.
It's all about continuing to move forward. Right. Because one thing about a man is, even when he's not ready, if he really, really wants that woman, he's gonna do whatever it takes.
Get ready.
Get ready. You're
gonna be up there shaking and nervous, but he get ready. I agree. I definitely agree with that right there. He'll be sweating and nervous, but he's gonna make it happen.
Sometimes they come back to see. Sometimes they come back to see if he's still stupid. I learned that.
Wow, see if they still got it. Right, what if I rub the feet the way you like? What if I cook that meal? That's games people play. That's like that. That goes back to like narcissism. Like, yo, I don't want you, but I don't want nobody else to have you. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure, okay, I see you got a new boo and all that, but he ain't doing it the way I used to do it. And all, you got all that stuff, that foolishness going on. So you're right about that. People have different agendas. So we got, don't be afraid. I know she hurt you. I know he hurt you, but I ain't them. I'm going to show you the right way.
Exactly. You do not have to be afraid of my love.
Oh, my. Like that's what Johnny Gill would say. My. Oh, my. Yo, that's but that's real right there. So that's definitely real, and you captured a lot of emotions in the project. Go from a lot of different aspects, a lot of different angles. So it's like hearing it back now. You take all these different parts of your life and your different emotions, and you're being creative and put it together in this project. What was your response when you heard the project back for the first time?
Ooh, it was like an outer body experience. Like a lot of times when I listen to my music, I don't sing along. Wow. I just listen. Because it's like an outer body experience. It's like,
that's powerful right there. And then we left one out. The
last one?
Bassiana.
Okay, so Bassiana. What you want to ask me about Bassiana? You want me to break it down?
I just want to know what the title says a lot. And then I want to know what inspired that record. What can people expect from that song?
Whew. Okay, so the moment that I chose myself is the moment that I bossed up. Right. Okay. This song was written for a clothing line. Wow. That so it's my clothing line, and it's coming soon. Bassiana is a female. She don't have time for no drama. She pretty much focused on her bag. Okay. She ain't looking for no handouts. You know what I'm saying? She just taking charge. You can be. It's a lot of Bassianas all around the world. You know,
Right.
it's women that hustle every day to make sure they don't gotta ask nobody for nothing. Cause people they treat you kind of messed up when you ask for stuff. Nobody want to get treated like that. Everybody needs somebody, but it's just best to just go ahead and just do it yourself.
Right.
So it took a while for me to get to that point, but I'm there now, and I'm just so happy I did it. I'm glad that I bossed up. I'm glad I got this clothing line coming. It's like you can be a nurse, you can be anything. Yeah, you can sell dope. I don't care. Did I
Right.
say that?
You didn't say
Whatever you
you
doing,
didn't, no, you didn't say
you a
that.
bossy line. I don't care. Like you can do hair, you can own a boutique.
Right.
That makes you a bossiana. Because anything other than a bossiana is yeah, they got their hand out.
Right.
Okay, they want everybody else to take care of them. That's the complete opposite of a bossiana. Bossiana, she gonna go get it herself.
Yeah, so,
She gonna try her best to make sure she keep her bags together, so she ain't gotta ask nobody for nothing.
wow.
And she gonna bring a table to the table.
Bring a table to the table.
Yeah,
That's
that's what
real right there.
bossiana.
We're talking that big talk right there. We're talking that big talk right there. That's what I like to hear right there. It's like bringing something to the table. And the thing is, let's clear something, right? Because a lot of times I hear people say the independent, the men. I hear a lot of men bashing the black women independent movement, right? But it gets a gray line because you have one side saying, the female saying, yo, I'm bossed up, I'm independent. I don't need a man. I don't need a man. You have them. And it's like, I'm all for independent, right? But I'm a man. So when I see women and they saying, dot, 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 I don't need a man, you lose me. You lose me at
Okay,
that point. Now, you may not need a man, or you may not want a man, or however you
like
want to put it. I don't need a man, but I want a man. Whatever it is. It's like, yo, but when they like, I got the toys and this, that, and the third, I don't need a man. It's you lose me. It's like for my black
okay,
sisters, I love to see
right,
y'all winning. I love to see y'all owning your own businesses. I love to see y'all having a voice because you know how back in the day it used to be. So to see how far black women has come, it's like I salute my hat to any black woman that's making moves. It don't matter, like you said, whether she's dancing, whether she's a business owner, whatever she's doing to feed her family. I can't knock you. But it's
right.
like when the bash comes or the backlash comes where it's like, I don't need the man, and now the black man get excluded out. It's like where we do
I
that?
need
How I'm,
me. I
how I'm
need
rooting
a
for
man.
you. Like, how I'm rooting for you, and you done excluded me. I'm not even welcome to the celebration. But it's like, that's a side tangent thing right there. So it's like when it
The man.
comes to the
I'm sorry. Go ahead, because
no,
black
no,
man
no.
is needed.
Right.
We've been needing a black man.
Right.
We've been needing our men. Period. It's just that until one come along, we're gonna stay independent and we're gonna keep. And even when he do come along, we're gonna keep going. But yes, I ain't with that. I don't need no man because I was made to be with a king. Period. That's just
Right.
my. It's just my way of thinking. Like I said, I'm a love bug,
Right.
and definitely supposed to be shared with one man. And I always knew that.
Right.
So until then, and even then, I'm just gonna keep bossing up.
Yeah. And
He'll
that's
come
real.
along.
And I definitely salute you on that. And it's both ways. It's like you got some men out here that's like, yo, I'm waiting for my woman. I ain't giving up on love. I'm not giving, no matter how many, women try to play me or how many women about their money are trying to, run games. It's both sides. You got goods and bad on both sides if we group everybody. But the thing I believe is everybody's individual. So it's like, it's good people out there. I'm a hopeless romantic. I still believe in love. My heart still works. I've been hurt.
Yeah,
I done hurt people. I'm wise enough to say I done did wrong. I done been done wrong. But I know that it's good people out there. I know people can change. And I know that love is real. And I know that it's needed. So that's dope right there. So let's talk about Richie Stacks. because the project was recorded at Mo Dairy Studios.
Yeah, shout out to Richie Steck.
Right.
Yes, he is so dope. I don't want to work with nobody else, but I know I'm probably gonna have to work with other people. I want to keep everybody on my team. I just want to keep them forever. But, you know, if I was anybody, I would go and record at Mo Dirty Studio. If you in St. Louis, in the St. Louis area, or even if you're just traveling and you come in here and want to record, I'm also I have open features as well. But yeah, Richie is where it's at. Mo Dirty Studios is where it's at.
And then we got the Geminis in
I
the building.
recommend him. He gonna get the job done. He gonna do it right, and everything gonna sound good. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing right there. So now all right, we're gonna catch up on some of these comments right quick because when we was doing the song breakdown, they were still writing, so I'm gonna catch up. But I wanted the order to be right while you was talking about them. So we got Lana DeVille. She said, "What you want? Cause baby, I got it. What you need, boy, you know I got it." Then she said, "Baby, I'm yours." Uh-oh. All right, you gonna sing it? You go? No, yo, let's take it back. Let's do it.
They gonna listen to. I want them to go listen to my mixtape and then come see me perform.
And then come.
That's what I want them to do.
Wow.
You know what? I don't mind singing, but straight up, y'all better go download their mixtape. Go like and subscribe to my YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
Because
that's where it's at.
I need some show MiMi Cotton some love, y'all. Show me some love.
Yeah, and that's real right there.
Anything you need, baby, just call me. I'm pulling up no jobs. She said bars.
That's a fact. Like I said, they behind, so I'm gonna keep them coming down. This is why we was talking about the songs they was chiming in. So she said that's about the guy eating up the cereal and the snacks.
Got to go, honey.
That's Beastly Music Group said sing some of it. They was talking about one of them. I don't know which song they was talking about, but go get the download. I ain't gonna start no stuff with you and Beastly. Salute the Beastly Music Group. That's fam. So I ain't even gonna play like that. Yeah, we're gonna keep it rolling. I'm act like I ain't see that one right there.
What they want me to sing? She said, "What's y'all?"
Yeah, because I had slowed it down, so they behind. This was probably when we was talking about the song, so I ain't even gonna throw you out there like that.
Oh, okay. I'm like, okay. Oh, she's so silly. I love her. Yes, you can, Blue.
Yeah, so that's real right there. So we right up, we back in time. She ain't looking for no clout. Bossy.
Here.
Yeah, you said you could sell dope. Yeah, she did. Said you could sell some dope.
It don't matter. As long as
isn't that wrong with that? So yo, that's dope. So the project is out now. My mixtape, Spin Rilla. Mimi Cotton, I Choose Me. Definitely go cop that. But not only did you boss up, you put the project out.
Yeah.
You're doing a little modeling. You talked a little bit about the clothing line. Let's talk about the clothing line. Then let's talk about how you got into modeling.
Okay. So I'm a plus size. I would like to say that I'm a plus size woman. I'm a BBW. Shout out to Alana DeVille. Y'all go check out her song BBW.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm extra slugging or whatever. So I decided that not to worry about my weight gain. That I was still beautiful and to just flaunt it. So I decided that I was just gonna one day, like about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I just started taking my pictures and whatever I wanted to wear and posting it on social media.
Right.
And I didn't care who didn't like it because I was working on me. I did it for me when I posted those pictures.
Right.
I knew then that I wanted to go into plus size modeling to help motivate other women that are plus size. You don't have to be the way the TV tell you you're supposed to look or whatever, Hollywood or whatever. I don't know. I ain't gonna even go there.
Right.
But you get what I'm saying.
Right.
All women of all sizes are beautiful.
Right.
So I pretty much wanted to start with myself. That was a part of my choosing me too. A part of that was one of my layers that fell off.
Right.
That's where I started. See, that was before all of this. But those wasn't professional shoots.
Right.
I went from that to the music. Well, no, from that to the photo shoot. And that's just pretty much how it went.
Right.
And I took off. When I tell you I love photo shoots, and I got something coming up soon. So
Wow.
as far as the clothing line goes, I am looking for a few models. So if you're interested, please hit up my inbox on Facebook or hit me up on Instagram. Um, it's all you can look MiMi Cotton up on anything: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. Just get at me. I'm looking for models uh, for my Bassiana clothing line. But I'm about to do a shoot
Right.
for Bassiana first. So that's coming up soon.
And that's real right there. And the thing about it is like with being beautiful and confidence. Confidence, anybody that has the confidence, right? We all attracted to somebody. Confidence is key. Let me tell you something, yeah. Alana DeVille, salute the slugging again. She said, yo, you need to check out my peoples, right? So she sent me a link. I said, yo, if Alana sent it, I'm definitely gonna check it out. So I listened and I'm listening to the music. Like, yo, this is dope, right? So then we set up the interview. So I'm like, yo, let me go through the pictures to find one for the flyer. And I'm like, oh no, she didn't. I find myself, oh my, look at this. But yo, you know what? You want to know one thing, honestly? You look
Yeah.
beautiful. You're having fun. And it
Yes.
doesn't matter what the world says or what type of things because you look good. Yo, when y'all do y'all shoots, y'all look good. Y'all wearing what y'all want to wear. Y'all bringing that
Mhm.
confidence. And then when other people see it, that makes them, well, I can do that. Yo, keep
Mhm.
doing what y'all doing. Y'all inspiring. And it's like, I don't care what the model industry says. You have to be 5'10", you have to be that. Yo, beautiful is beautiful. Everybody
Yes.
eyes work. I tell my kids that all the time. If beautiful is beautiful. And I'm a man. I'm all man. So it's like we could be in the middle of a store. My son, we at Q. He's 16. So we on Q. If a beautiful woman walk by, we probably both like 3 seconds. We not out of the pocket. We give it. We do 1, 2, 3. Turn away. Beautiful is beautiful. Then my daughter says, yo, she's beautiful. Not saying I want to be with her in a sexual way or nothing like that, but it's like beauty is beauty. So when
Yep.
I look at the pictures, I'm like, oh, they bringing it.
Oh
Not
yeah.
just taking pictures. Oh, y'all bringing it. So I'm like, yo, and I'm looking and I'm like, yeah, you know what? She has the confidence and you're beautiful with it. So it's like, don't ever
Thank
let people
you. It's
try and
lit.
box you in.
I just gotta give a shout out to my dope manager. He
Right.
is super, super duper dope. I would not. I don't even want another manager. Shout out to Beastly Music Group and Indie Power. All I got to say is it's up from here.
It's up from here. And that's the thing right there. Y'all definitely doing it well. You're doing the acting. We got the clothing line, being a model and
Yeah.
stuff like that. What can people expect for the rest of the year going into 2022?
I'ma say this. Just stay tuned. If you mess with me, just stay tuned. If you don't, you still gonna see me.
Still gonna see. Still ain't no way around it. So your social media, they can follow you on Instagram.
Yep, they can follow me on Instagram at Mimi Cotton Official 2021.
Yeah.
Uh, on Facebook, you can just look up Mimi Cotton. I'm on TikTok. I be having a little fun on there.
Right.
Mimi Cotton. Just type in Mimi Cotton on everything, and you should be able to pull it up. It's simple with me. Just MiMi Cotton. That's MiMi Cotton.
Okay. And that's the thing right there. So, okay, knowing what you know, been through everything you've been through, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had to go back in time. We're gonna make 3 stops, right? We're gonna make 3 stops in time.
Woo! Y'all still there?
We
Hold
still here.
on.
Yeah, we get. Yeah, we get. That's when they know it's live. That's when they know we live in the building.
Okay, what would you ask me?
Okay, I said we're gonna take a time travel back, right? You knowing everything you know now, right? You're the woman you are today. We're gonna go back to the 9-year-old Mimi.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to her? And what advice would you give her?
What would I say to her?
What would you say to
You
her?
was right. You were right. And I'm proud of you. I love you. You are amazing. You are beautiful. Thank you. You inspired me. You inspire me.
Wow, and that's dope. That's
Yeah.
honest.
And I choose you. I choose you over all, over everything.
Right. I definitely respect that. So if you had to go to the 21-year-old Mimi, what advice would you give her?
Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. And that leads me to the third time. We time travel. That leads me because you just said it, keep going. I was gonna say the lowest time, the darkest time of your life, right? You don't have to put the age out there because nobody business. You know. The darkest moments, the darkest times in your life. What would you say to her?
You are the light in the dark. You've always been a light in the dark. So just keep shining. Just keep shining. They don't like it. Tell them to get some shade.
Get some shade. Yeah, that's a fact right there. So, all right, for the women that's watching, right? It may be younger women, it may be older women, it may be middle age, all types of women. What advice would you give them when it comes to self love, confidence, and choosing yourself, and then even, being respected and loved the right way? What advice would you give them?
First of all, you don't have to be in a certain place. It ain't no right time. Stop waiting. It starts now. Change starts now. It starts with you. If you want different, if you want better, you can't keep doing the same things. Because if you do the same things, you're gonna keep getting the same results. Uh, if you keep choosing everybody over you, you're gonna stay stuck. Stop listening to the opinions of others. Listen to your inner voice. Spend some time alone, get to know yourself, and stop letting people tell you who you are and you tell them who you are. Show them who you are. And the respect is gonna come. They don't gotta like you. It don't matter if they like you. As long as you like and love yourself, they ain't gonna have no other choice but to just respect
Right. That's real.
you.
That's
Keep
real.
going. Um, the things that you didn't like when you were little, don't repeat them. Break that generational curse. But it's very important to get to know who you are, your purpose, who you are, who you were born to be.
Right.
And one thing that helped me was if you're lost, then you go back to that memory of you when you were a kid, when you were happy, before you went through any other trauma. That's who you really are.
Right.
the person that you were before the trauma or all the pain. That's who you really are. So just go back and just heal your inner child. Release her.
Right.
Release him. If I'm talking to the fellas too.
That's a fact right
Yeah.
there. And that's the thing. So, all right, for the fellas that's watching, right? They're your brothers. Some may be a potential lover. It may be your son. It could be, we talking about men, right? We're not generalizing, but we're just giving a statement, right? It's like we don't want to box, not all men, but some men. Okay. If you had to give men, right? First, let's get your definition of true love, right? And then from there, what would you like to see your brothers do better at? Like as far as like y'all can do better. What would you want to see?
So my definition of true love is self-love, okay? Because you cannot look for what you need in other people. You already possess that. You know, it's already inside of you. And I just want to say this to men because I don't think they understand how powerful they are. Y'all can change a lot of stuff that's going on today. Number one, I can't stand this, but it's not about what your boys think.
Right.
It's not about what your boys think. Okay. I just lost myself with that one because that's a whole nother subject. But
Right.
it's a lot of kings out here that don't even know that, first of all, God is not in the sky, He is in us.
Right.
Everything that we need is inside of us. Okay? Everybody, men, y'all are amazing. Okay. I love black men. I've never, nothing wrong with all the other men. I love y'all too. I love people of all color. Let me
Right.
just put that out. But this is for black men. We need y'all. We might act like we don't, but we really need y'all. And we really love y'all. And we waiting on y'all to get it together, okay? And a lot of y'all women need to be just a little more understanding because the man is not gonna always have it all together. And men, women are not gonna always have it all together. If we can just take just grab a hand. Grab a hand and pray. Uh, you know, I believe that we can make it. We can do it together. It don't matter what we've been through. We could heal each other, but it's all about being willing.
Right.
It's all about two people, two souls coming together and becoming one.
That's
We
real.
need our men. We need our men to step up. We really do. And I just really, really wish that y'all knew how amazing y'all are. Like most men don't know how amazing they are. And that's where the potential comes in at. We be seeing it, right? But they don't see it in themselves. May not have had a father. Be everything that you didn't have. Break those barriers and those generational curses.
Right.
You know, bring your sons up like you wish you were brought up. A lot of people don't even understand they have the power to self-heal. You just gotta spend time alone. I don't care if you gotta kick, scream, cry. Just do it alone. Talk to God, read, Write down the things that you like to do. Understand who it is that you want to be and stand for something. Stand for something good, you know. Be inspirational to others. It's enough negativity going around the world, you know. We need more positive men, more positive women, more positive role models. And it's okay. To me, I look, y'all might catch me twerking sometime. I feel like it's freedom. But my whole thing is, ain't nothing wrong with Cardi B, Megan, or none of them. I like what anybody is doing. I don't got nothing bad to say about what's his name?
I don't want to throw the wrong name out there.
Nas. I don't even want to talk. Well, Nas, what's his name? X. What's his name?
Yeah,
I don't even know the
Lil
boy.
Nas X.
Little Nas X. I have nothing to say about him. Like he got the world going crazy right now. Don't worry about what your kids see on the TV. Worry about what you're teaching them in the house. It all starts at home.
Right.
Okay, and stop judging your brothers and your sisters and help your brothers and sisters. Quit competing with your brother and your sister. Stop doing it. We gotta come together. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm not. I decided that somebody made a statement one day and was being funny. It was like calling me Lady Farrakhan or whatever. But I laughed. I thought it was kind of cute.
Right.
But I'm always about like don't judge. I can't judge nobody. We all came from somewhere. Ain't none of us perfect. I don't care how good you dress, if you went to get plastic surgery, how much money you got, what car you drive. That don't make you better than the man in front of 7-Eleven asking for $2. It doesn't. Those are the people that end up millionaires. You know what I'm saying? But we all could just make a difference in the world and help each other. Stop teaching these kids to be grown. That's my problem. This next generation that's coming behind, I mean, come on, these generations that's coming behind us, it's time to lead them in the right direction.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with being free and being who you are, but I'm just gonna keep my opinion to myself about what I was about to say. But we have the power to change the world. We have the power to heal ourselves, to heal others. You know, don't make your kids grow up so fast. Um, let them be kids and stop forcing these kids out the house when they're not ready. My kids ain't never gotta leave the house. They can live with me forever. I don't care. That's just my opinion. But you still gonna grow up, is what I'm saying.
Right.
But want to make sure your children are ready before you just throw them out there in the world. Because it's a lot of people ready to take advantage. Okay. But anyway, I don't judge nobody. Everybody got a story. I often get judged a lot, but I finally just don't care because as long as I love me and as long as I'm happy with myself, that's all that matters. And that's what everybody should live by. I don't care about the pressures. Can't nobody come tell me I don't like what you got on and I like it. That's on you. Close your eyes.
Right.
Look somewhere else.
Yeah, that's a very
But I like it. So I'm gonna wear it. You didn't buy it. And even if you bought it, I'm gonna tell you I don't like that. I want that one.
right.
That's just it. Be yourself. It took me a long time to get here. And I only can speak on what I've experienced, what I've grew from, what I've overcame, and what I'm still learning. I ain't perfect at all. I am not the one to preach, but I'm do it anyway.
That's the thing. That voice is needed. And you definitely need to preach that. And you said a powerful thing when you were talking about the kids, stop rushing them to grow out the house and stuff like that. And I'm gonna use a example real quick, right? It was a mutual friend, right? And it was a church leader who made a post. Well, actually, the member made a post, and they were saying something similar to what you were saying. Like, my kids ain't never really got to worry about leaving. I'm gonna always be mom, dot dot dot. And it's like, from how black churches is, everybody. Everybody in the church know everybody. Whether it's a family church, however, everybody knows everybody. So when I see the post, I'm gonna give you her character, right? She's one of those mother bears. It's like, like no matter what, she got a boy. And it's like she love that boy. Like any parent would want to, any child would want to be loved. It's like she's one of those mothers that's gonna go above and beyond. She's gonna take them to every basketball practice, be the loudest in the crowd, all of that. Right. So she's voicing her opinion. Social media, Facebook and stuff like that. Everybody chimes in and has their opinions. But it's like we know this lady's character. And she's not really even old. I'm calling her a lady, but she's 30, like in her 30s, early 30s. So it's like she's kind of like my age or whatever. So it's like, but she has that quality, family first. It's like, yeah, I can do whatever, but I'm gonna make sure my son is straight first, and whatever after that, we can work that out. But it was interesting that one of the church leaders chimed in, right? Now this is on her post. We all know her. She's, that's her world. Her son is her everything.
Mm-hmm.
Church leader chimes in and he says, well, we gotta we don't want to cripple them. Da, 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 da. We want to prepare them because all mine gotta be out by 18. They get 18, they shipping out. But this is the leader. So now, mind you, so I'm sitting back and I'm looking at it because it's like I'm the same way. It's like, I got random ages. My oldest is 23. My youngest is 2. So I got random ages of the spectrum. I love all of them. Ain't none of them never got to go nowhere. They call me. I don't care if they 30 years old. That's still my baby girl. Even my 23-year-old. She, daddy, that. She already knows certain things. I'm just gonna melt. You can get what you want. You're my baby girl. You're my first. So it's like that's my standpoint on it. But to see that this church leader is saying, you know what, all mine had to be out of 18. Dot dot dot. And it's like you're on this woman's post, putting your opinion on her. Pretty much saying you're wrong for your post. This is what we supposed to do. But then it's like, as I sat back and I'm thinking about it, I'm looking, I almost got upset because it's like, we know her. She loves that boy. And it's like, not only, it's like, they're like that. You see one, you see the other one. It's like every time they come, they've been going to the church and we all see this. So it's like, it kind of gave me a righteous anger almost. Where it's like I wanted to hit the church leader up, like, that's jacked up what you said. That's bad counsel, all of that. But it's like, you know what? God said, stay off of it. You stay out of it. Say all that to say, right? If the person comes back and she starts breaking it down, like, you know how many of us get saved 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, for the first time, or we come back to Christ and we done all this stuff. God said he don't care about your age. Only thing you have to do is confess. If you open up your mouth, it don't matter what you've done. You open up your mouth and you confess and you change and believe, you'll be saved. So it's like, if we serve God, this is my child. Yes. You're not going to put a limit on how long I'm going to be his mother. And when I say she put a hard check on that leader, now, because I was about to jump in the flesh, and I would have been all out of order, because I was about to jump in somebody else's business. You a leader, you know better, because I had got offended. God said, sit back and watch. And I just happened, how you get the comments, you get the alerts, so it pops back up on my page. And when I say she put a hard check on him, like, you're a pastor. You're a pastor. God ain't never gave up on you. We're talking about my child. I don't care what he go through. I don't care how old he get. I'm going to always be there. And I'm like, you know what? She gets it. That anger that rose up in me was that, because like I done some foul things where it's like on paper. Like, yo, just give him up. It ain't no good in him. So when I say people can change, that's why I'm big on that. Because I done some things on paper where it's like, I'm not even going to God with this. God is done with me. God is done with me. Like I done did some foul. I'm almost like Saul. Where it's like I'm out here pretty much like how Saul before he became Paul. You get that? You know that story. So that's my story. So I done did some things even in church, even in leadership. If I can be honest and real. In the streets, in the church, in leadership. Still in the streets, still gun toting, still in church. So it's like when it comes to God and how he deals with me, it's like I done did things I know you should have killed me for. I know I should have dropped dead. I know I was dead wrong. I know I knew better. And even in that, he says, I forgive you. Now forgive yourself.
Yes.
Years later, I'm still beating myself up. I'm still, I knew better. How could I do that? How could I bring a gun to church? How could I do certain things that's just out of the box? In leadership. Like you a minister. You walking around with guns. It could go down any minute. Like you still on the wire. You on power. In ministry. And it's like, and in the time, it's like, the devil had me to the point where it's like, this is the way things is. The devil have you looking crazy. But it's like the spiritual people, I'm looking like somebody will check me. So hard check's gonna come. God said, chasten those he loves. And God said, I already chastened you. So while I'm doing all this wild and I'm looking for man to correct me, like, yo, you in ministry, you can't be walking with guns. You can't be in the streets. You can't be doing this. And he's like, yo, you hear me. You have a relationship. You wouldn't be a minister. You wouldn't be a minister if you couldn't hear me. You have a relationship. Why are you waiting for man to check you? I already checked you.
Preach.
So then it's like, it took me a process of crying out, I'm not worthy. God, I messed up so bad. And he's looking like, yo, you still gonna go out and do ministry. God, I ain't ready. True story. I sat myself down with my leaders. Like, yo, there's certain things I'm doing. I'm sitting myself down for 2 years. And then 6 months later, God still have them say, yo, we need him to go speak over here. And it's like, God, but I know I need to be punished. I know what I did. Despite that, you better go say what I told you to go say. And I'm up there crying and people looking at me like, what's wrong with this guy? And it's like, y'all don't know. And they thinking I'm preaching about them when we talk about sin. I'm talking about this is sin I'm in. And I'm crying out in front of them and they looking, people. This guy's strange. Like, is he up here just giving out all his info? I'm telling everything. Don't cheer me to hell. I'm out here falling apart. And they looking. But it's like, after it was over, I had somebody that was like a mentor to me in ministry from a different ministry, but they were like a mentor to me. And they said the reason why, because I'm telling them, yo, I know what I did. And everybody knew. Now I got a baby out of wedlock. So everybody knows certain things I was doing. It ain't like it's under the rug. Everybody knows. So it's like, I'm out here. I don't want to be out here doing this. I don't want to be playing. And she looked at me and she said, you know what? It's your honesty, your transparency. And it's like David. You don't mind getting up here and crying out to God. I was wrong. I was messed up. God, forgive me. Because so many people wear this facade that we have it all together. And the sinners that come in, they can't relate because they feel like, where do I start? How do I get to heaven? How does God hear me? And she told me that day, no matter what you go through, you trust God. When he tell you to speak, you speak. If he say don't speak, don't. But at the same time, always be real. Always be honest. So it's like, I'm the first one that'll say, yo, I'm struggling. I'm going through this. I'm going through that. I'm going through this. And it's like the reason being is because you have people that's watching that's like, if you got it all together, it seems like you always had it together. If they never knew how you went from here to grace, or from here to glory, or from here to deliverance, or from here to healing, if they just see the final product, it's so unattainable to them. Like, yo, I'm over here, I'm stuck on shore. I see y'all on the other side of the ocean. How do I get there? And I remember for years in ministry, that was my prayer. Like, God, how do I change? How do I do better? Why am I this way? Why do I want to be lustful? Why do I have to want to be with every woman? Why am I looking at her? I know she got a man. There's certain things I was doing, even outside of church. Like, how do I change? And it wound up being a process, a long, hard process, because it's like I'm hard-headed. So now I got to make sure you get it. Because if I give you an easy ride, you're going to be right back out there. Because I was one of those ones where the parents say, yo, you better stop. I'm going to tell your butt up. I'm going to get my butt toe up, and I'm going to still tell them why after. So now I get another beating because they telling me to shut your mouth. But I got to get the last word in. So that was the type of kid I was. So when God deals with me, it's the same way now. It's like, I'm going to give you the lesson, but you still running your mouth. So now I got to beat you again. To the point where it's like, yo, you know what, God, you got it. I surrender. You got it. And I'm still not perfect. I still struggle every day. I still, I take it one step at a time because I'm not perfect. I'll never be perfect. But as long as I'm there and I got God on my mind, like I want to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can teach from. I can't tell you perfection because I've never been perfect. I've never been perfect. But I can show you, as long as you, God, help me every step of the way. Even if you fall, get back up. God, I messed up again. I know you're sick of me. I keep messing up. Get back up. Go to God. He'll bring you through. And it's like people, they tell me all the time, like, yo, you need to talk to my son, or I had a brother that was going through something similar, your testimony, your stories. And it's like, to God be the glory. I don't want the glory. Because like, to me, it's a story I don't even want to share. It's embarrassing to me. It's like, yo, I felt I wasted all these years. But it's like, in that pain, it gives other people strength. So it's like, I have the elder ones telling me, keep sharing your story. No matter how embarrassing you feel, because people don't see you as a failure. People don't see, they see you made it through.
Yes.
So, I don't know how we got to preaching. But
I
God is
love
good.
it.
God is good.
Yes, he is. So good.
And you keep using your voice. You keep lifting your voice. Don't never let nobody put you in a box. And when even down to the kids, when like you were saying with the kids, it's like we have to show them the way, put them first. Because it's like we get so caught up in the media and this and the message. We have to raise our kids. It's like we put them in front of gadgets. We put them in front of TVs. We put them in front of the phone. We put them in front. But we don't do the hands-on teaching. Like you said, breaking generational curses, speaking life over them, letting them be vocal so that they don't grow up insecure. They don't grow up doubting themselves. They don't grow up with low esteem. Because he said they're like arrows. We just shoot them into their destiny. So we have the power. So it's like when you say that as a Black community, as a world, it's very important that we show them the way. Not just tell them, show them the way, walk them through, and even have that same patience, that same unforgiving. I mean, the unconditional love for our children. Because it's like my 16-year-old, he's totally different than where I was at 16. But I want the best for him. But it's like he's way ahead of where I was at 16. But to me, that's not enough. Like, yo, because his life is real. Watch this pitfall, because I know what I was like at 16. But then God has to deal with me. Or my mom, which is his grandmother, has to check me and say, you're trying to make him walk in the wisdom of a grown man that's been through prison, that's been through this, that's been through that, that's been through this. So you're trying to make him, yo, you're on my level. You have to deal with him on your level. And then when they said that, and it broke me down and made me look at the situation like, yo, I'm putting an impossible expectation on him because he's 16. I'm double
Right.
his age. There's no way he's gonna think like I think. Till he goes through some things. He's got to go through some things. Now, when he's my age, yo, I know exactly what dad was talking about then. But at 16, it's like we want them to go. You don't understand what I'm saying? No, I don't understand because I haven't been through what you've been through. I understand this, but I don't understand that. Or I don't, what you not making the right decision. He's making better decisions than I made at 16. I had to learn that, you know what? I salute you, brother, for where you at and what you're doing because you're on a better path than I was. Like not where I'm at now because you can't compete with me and be 16. But you're gonna be better than me. And I learned that. And when I did that, our relationship flourished. Because it was like what I was doing, I was fire and brimstone and I was pushing them away. To him, it's like, that's how I was. It was a generational curse. I felt like no matter what I do, it's never good enough. So I find myself as a grown man still just wanting dad to say, I'm proud of you. Good job. Yo, you became something. It took me years. It was when my dad passed away that I even found purpose. Because before that, it's like I'm trying to prove to everybody that I'm good. Because I've been doing so wrong, doing so bad. I can be good. Even in relationships, I can be good. Even if it was a bad relationship, even if they didn't love me or vice versa, it was toxic. I stayed because I wanted to show people I can be good. I can stick and stay. I can be faithful. When it's like I'm hurting myself to prove other people right. So guess what I had to do? I had to choose me. Yo, we caught in the building. Yo, this how we break it down. This how we break it down is all about the love and the experiences, yo. And I definitely appreciate you coming up here. You're a wise woman. And I know you ain't give us everything. I'll read the book when you write it. I'll read the book when you write it. I'll listen to the albums I'll listen to the albums and dig through and really hear with my spiritual ears. But I know it's so much more to you than that. I know it's so much more than what people can even see. And I'm excited about your future. I'm excited about where you're going. I'm definitely salute Alana DeVille for plugging you in. Because like, yo, that was a blessing even to me because even hearing your story, it's so relatable. It's not male, female. It's relatable to everybody. And when you say motivational speaker, that's why I had you speaking about certain topics to the men, to the women. And from that, you fired me up and got me. I never even talk about ministry, about what I do on this. I talk about my life, but people don't know, oh, I was a minister. I don't talk about that. You just brought that out of me because you got me fired up. You're talking real life, and it's important. So, yo, I salute you for that, for even stretching me out my comfort zone. And, yo, you're a beautiful woman, beautiful story, right? I look forward to everything that you're going to be doing. Do you got any final words or anything that you want to touch on before we end it?
I want to thank you for the interview. I appreciate it. I also want to thank my team. Thank God. I want to give a shout out to my fans and my supporters. I just feel good right now. I appreciate this interview. It also helped me to just, if y'all can, go download my mixtape.com, spinrilla.com. Subscribe to my YouTube. Ooh, I like the way this feels. It's like I just feel great right now. I just want to say to everybody, just keep going. Keep going and start where you're at right now. You don't have to have it all together. I hope y'all stay tuned and keep watching me. Uh, Once again, shout out to my manager. I got a dope manager,
Salute to them.
dope team. Shout out Alana DeVille again, boo, because I'm forever grateful for people. I believe in real life angels.
Facts.
You know, there are real life angels here on earth. Yeah.
Wow.
God shows up through people, through it could be a message on a billboard. You're riding on the highway, that's the message. Just pay attention to the signs and the red flags. Keep living your best life. We got one time to do it. Just be great, y'all. And thanks for tuning in. For those who listened and commented, I appreciate y'all. I ain't gonna talk too much about what's coming up next. Just like I said, if you mess with me, stay tuned. If you don't, you're still gonna see me. Much love to everybody.
And that's a fact right there. And I definitely salute you again. Anything that we can
You
do
too.
on this side to help promote the project or anything like that, definitely gonna be around. I'm a big fan of what y'all got going on. Definitely inspired by your story. Definitely gonna check the project out. Definitely want to see more and see your growth, where you're gonna go. But I thank you for allowing that 9-year-old dreams not to die. And it's like so many people, they let their dreams die. No matter how long or how much time passed. To see you walking out your dream and say, yo, I envisioned this at 9 years old in that bathroom. That was your sanctuary. That was your happy place. To see you smiling and say, yo, I chose me and I'm confident and I'm aware of what I want to wear and I'm going to talk what I want to talk and all that good stuff. Because I can look at you and tell by your spirit, you're a good woman. You're a godly woman. You're anointed. Right? So to have fun and say, I still like to twerk a little bit, is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And
I don't know who made the rule.
Right.
Whoever made the rules lied. Better make your own rules.
You gotta make your own. And to see that smile, I know is genuine. And to see the happiness and that peace that's on you, you pay the price for that. You went through some storms for that anointing. And then to hear the music and how it all ties together with the project. I know that God is going to do big things in your life. And I'm definitely excited. And again, I appreciate you for coming up here. I hope down the road, as you do more things and stuff like that, you constantly come back and give us updates and be a regular on the show. Because I like your energy. I like your vibe. Definitely like your energy and I like your vibe. And you have a message. You have a message for the people. So it's like, don't look at who's not rolling. Stay focused on your vision. And you're going to turn around. It's just like Jesus. He kept it moving. He didn't say, y'all follow me. He just kept going. And they followed.
Yeah.
Keep going. And the people going to follow you. Yo. And that's my word for you. Much love and success to you. And thanks, everybody, for watching. We definitely appreciate that. Whether you watch the live or you watch the playback, we definitely appreciate it. Be sure to check out MiMi Cotton on all platforms. Follow her YouTube. Be sure to check out her project, I Choose Me, which is available on my mixtapes and Spinrilla. You can find her on all social media platforms under MiMi Cotton. We're going to jump back into the video in case they missed it, and we're going to sign off with that. This is her single for that project, I Choose Me. And again, thanks everybody for tuning in. This is The Proof. We love y'all. Everybody have a blessed week. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, here we go.
I got a lock around my heart just to keep used to let you treat me any kind of way. How you gon' rip my heart apart and ask me to stay? I know I can do better. I know I can have better. I know I can do better. I will always choose me over. I don't really care how many times you apologize. It could never make up for all the tears that I cried. I know I can do